The Indianapolis Colts have officially released kicker Rodrigo Blankenship. Wow. After one game. Now, that's something that we're going to discuss a little bit here. That's the whole reason for this video. And I'm curious, the writing was literally on the wall between yesterday's press conference with Frank Reich and then today with special teams coordinator Bubba Ventrone. Everything was there, right? Especially the way Bubba was reacting to questions about Blankenship. It was almost as though he was trying not to say bad things about a guy who was released, who he already knew was gone. And, the issue really was, hey, missing the overtime kick for me to win the game wasn't fire-worthy. But as my co-host, Loyalist, said, back-to-back shanks on kickoffs, that did it. And Bubba Ventrone straight up said, it's not about when you mess up. It's about how you react to that, how quickly you fix that, right? And don't let it get under your skin. And apparently it got under Hot Rod's skin, okay? Because he wasn't able to fix it. It just got worse and worse as the game went on. And now the question is, where do we go from here, right? The Colts worked out 2 kickers today. As of right now, there's been no announcement to a new kicker being, named. Surely they would not have, you would think that they wouldn't fire the kicker without having one in replacement already, but, during the offseason, they let go of our quarterback, right, without having a replacement, and look how things turned out. We ended up with Matt Ryan for a 3rd-round pick. And quite frankly, I don't know about you, but I thought Matt Ryan played pretty darn good outside of center quarterback snap issues, right, during week 1. Blankenship, however, he looked good in the first half, and then in the fourth quarter and overtime just looked awful. Hopefully the upcoming situation with field goals and kickoffs will be taken care of by whatever kicker comes in. Doesn't matter to me. Just get a kicker in here. But here's another thing, right? People talking about, why can't Matt Hawk do the kickoffs? And Bubba straight up said it. The majority of punters don't do kickoffs. The motion is completely different between punting and doing place kicking. And most punters can't do that. A few out there can. We were lucky enough to have a few punters who were able to do that. Another question that was brought up during the interview with Bubba Ventrone was, how long, did Rodrigo have much practice doing kickoffs? And apparently he's been practicing doing kickoffs since he was an undrafted free agent, right? That this team has been making him work on that just in case the punter was unable to do it, right? That way they had a viable kickoff guy. So he's had plenty of time to work on doing kickoffs. Another question about the whole, were they trying to put Rodrigo in a situation, of pinpointing, left or right, and that's why it went left out of bounds. Asking him to do that. And Bubba straight said, sometimes we do that. Sometimes he didn't say that was the case for those kicks, though, right? He left that open. But he did say, sometimes we want hang time. That way we can get guys down there. Sometimes we want to force them to return it. Sometimes we just want to put it, in the back of the end zone. Sometimes we're trying to place it in a specific spot. It just depends upon the situation in the game. We don't know what was going on there. I'm not going to speculate. I'm just going to say he shouldn't have kicked him out of bounds. The first one, I can forgive. The second one, no. And then after that, having 3 terrible kicks in a row, it earns you that nickname, Blankenship, in my opinion. Look, he's obviously worked on his power, but ever since he's been working on his kicking power, his accuracy has dropped. And that makes me wonder what's up with that, right? I don't know. We'll find out who our next guy is. It's going to be difficult. This is not a situation where we're going to go out and get a great kicker, right? We're already into the season. All the good kickers are on teams right now. But you need someone who's going to reliably give you a directional kick, who's not going to kick it out of bounds, right? What happens with Rodrigo? Does Rodrigo end up going on a practice squad? Do you put a kicker on practice squad? I doubt it. It's been 3 years now. The Colts have had plenty of time to get to know Rodrigo. I don't think that this is a situation where Rodrigo ends up on a practice squad. I don't see utilizing the limited space on a practice squad for a kicker. But, I mean, we didn't see what was going on in training camp. He was accurate during training camp. He was kicking with power. I mean, he was dropping 60-yard field goals during practice, and I'm not talking about sitting there by himself. I'm saying, during actual kickoff drills where the special teams defense was coming after him, he was nailing 60-yarders. But you can't do what you did in the game, my guy. That just kills everything right then, right there. I don't know who the Colts are going to get for that kicker. If you have an idea, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. I expect in the next today or tomorrow for, an announcement for a kicker to come in, because obviously they got to get this done. Whether or not the 2 guys that they went for today, including Josh Lambo, right, who we all know was a kicker for, I think it was the Bills for a while. Might as well. I mean, we got Matt Hawk. He's from the Bills, so we do what we need to do there. We can't have situations like that, especially situations where we're trying to fight back in a game and win a game. You got to be somewhat clutch. You can't have 3 terrible kicks in a row in clutch situations. And that's what Rodrigo did. Best of luck to him. I hope he gets better and finds a team and has a better career than what he's had so far with the Indianapolis Colts. Good luck to him. But, it's time to move on. And apparently the rest of the Colts organization is doing that as well, has agreed to do that. So, guys, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time we go live or upload a video. Share this to your favorite social media, and as well, if you're able to help support the channel more than what just hitting the like and sharing the stream, feel free to do so. You could see the link to the Streamlabs tip jar. Appreciate everybody out there that supports me. We do this for you. We will be live later on to talk about the rest of the things that concern us about the Indianapolis Colts at 6 p.m. today. And as usual, I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law. I want you to have a good one.